So maybe by now you've heard that supers in Destiny are kind of busted. Super regen got buffed by 300% for roaming supers only in PvE. That's a big change. We're getting supers way more frequently now. It's ridiculous. It's a lot of fun. But that's not even the part that's busted. And by busted, I mean literally broken. It's bugged. It's not supposed to be functioning this way. Two supers in particular. We've got Sentinel Shield and we've got Golden Gun Nighthawk. I think there are some others that are dealing a little bit more damage than usual, but those are two of the outliers. So the first one, Celestial Nighthawk, is benefiting from the 300% roaming super increase when it's not supposed to be. And secondly, Sentinel Shield is just dealing obscene amounts of damage. Regular onslaught.
Where's the boss? Oh, there he is.
109,000 for a light attack? What?
Hey, they weren't lying about the damage numbers.
No. Wow. A single 3-hit combo is dealing more than 250,000 in damage. Potentially more depending on what you're combining with it, you know, debuffs or whatever the case. So really quick, I wanted to look at the exotics that you're going to want to use this weekend so you don't miss out on the fun. It's really great for melting dungeon bosses and that kind of stuff, especially since Vesper's host is double loot for like the next 2 weeks. So great time to get some dungeon loot, and it's really easy because supers are absolutely cooking right now. Grandmasters are also double loot until Tuesday, a couple days from now, so definitely play those, restock on some golf balls. Just couldn't be easier. I was two-manning it with a friend in 20 minutes this week, so definitely worth giving it a shot. So probably the less exciting option is Celestial Nighthawk. Again, Celestial isn't bugged itself, just allows you to do massive damage with a single shot of Golden Gun as usual, but literally the only difference is the 300% regen buff. Now I know maybe that doesn't sound crazy, but super isn't just determined by like passive regen anymore. That does factor in a little bit, not as much as it used to. A lot of super regen happens by dealing damage, and a great thing to pair with Celestial or say Thunder Crash Titans, even though they aren't bugged, still a good option, is Outbreak Perfect. Outbreak Perfected, which I don't have in my inventory, of course. Outbreak Perfected is really good at just regenning prismatic energy and super, because you're dealing a lot of different damage events. You're stacking up nanites, and obviously you're shooting the gun. Those damage instances go a long way to recharging your super, especially now that we got such a substantial buff. I would honestly recommend, especially on like the Vespers boss, use Thunder Crash with Falling Star, use Celestial Nighthawk, and then use Outbreak Perfected. Ideal damage rotation there is going to be like pop your super, use that, use all your heavy, then use Outbreak to regen your super. You're still dealing decent damage with Outbreak, and then you get to use two really strong supers in a single damage phase. And then next we have two more exotics, both for our Titans, Doomfang Pauldron. Now Sentinel Shield is, like I said, dealing just ridiculous amounts of damage, way more than it's intended to. It's just so much fun. Like, you can absolutely destroy champions and bosses with it. It was so much fun just burning through the Nightfall 2-man in 20 minutes with just supers popping constantly, dropping tons of orbs for my allies. It was great. What Doomfang does for you is extend your super, like, drastically. It lasts a long time. And you can do that by throwing your Sentinel Shield. So throwing your shield is going to regen super based on how many targets it hits. And then if you use Offensive Bulwark, you have 2 shield throws that you have access to. So yeah, really just throw your shield at the boss, bounces around the room, regens, do the light melee attacks, so you're dealing a ton of damage, and then just keep throwing your shields as soon as you can, and it's going to keep your super rolling for a long time. It's incredible how much damage you're dealing and how long you can keep the super rolling with Doomfang, and it even increases how much super energy you're getting back if you're not in super by giving you more for void melee kills. So definitely worth looking at Doomfang Pauldron. The second one you're going to want to look at for this really situational weekend is Synthoceps. If you don't have a lot of adds near the boss that you're smacking around with your shield, Synthoceps might be a better option, because while your super isn't going to last as long, if you have enough enemies around, you're going to be dealing more damage. You can see right in the description, gain increased melee and super damage when you're surrounded. So that's going to be buffing Sentinel Shield as well, on top of the ridiculous buffs going on right now. Roaming supers were intended to get the regen buff. They were intended to be doing more damage to champions, but some of them received way more damage than intended and are still doing a lot of damage to bosses as well. So Astrocross actually did a really great breakdown of all these changes. Definitely go check that out. I just wanted to drop in here and let you guys know, because these weekends are really fun, and it's just, I don't know, it's a crazy weekend. Stuff's not working right, but it's a lot of fun. I would definitely give it a try. If you want to be dealing millions of damage in a couple seconds with Sentinel Shield, which hasn't been good for like, I don't know, half a decade, then this weekend is definitely the time to jump in. And last thing before we go, I want to address Star Eater on Titans. I know that's a great option for any prismatic class, and that does buff your super damage substantially. Really nice on Glacial Quake, but of course Sentinel Shield is only on Void, so you're not going to be able to use that on Void, unfortunately. So just something to keep in mind. If you enjoyed the video and found it helpful, definitely leave a like. I always appreciate that. It really helps out the channel. If you like these videos and want to see more, then definitely subscribe. I also stream on Twitch on the weekends, so we'd love to have you there. 10:30 p.m. Central. Looking forward to it. Get out there and melt some bosses. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys next time.
Nah, I'd win.
Oh, dang it. I wish I had my super for this guy.
Why is he shooting? He should be stunned.
Dude, by the time you have the nanites stacked up, the amount of super regen you're getting is just
Where are you?
stupid.
Oh.
109,000. That is ridiculous. I cannot wait to just...
Dude, I almost have my super back. The sheer amount of orbs you're making.
Alright, I'm gonna just unload on the overload so I can get my super back.
He's dead.
I
Fuck.
don't have my super. I could use some healing.
Where you at? There you are.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Man, that is so clutch.
Man, it takes a lot.
My chonky titan, what can I say?
Alright, I don't want to deal with this for that long.
Prepare to get supered, idiot. Watch his health bar.
Oh my god!
126,000 on the 3-hit combo. Each 3-hit combo is dealing like 250.
I think he'll spawn left side.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Ooh,
probably
I am
super
taking
down.
damage.
Yeah, me too.
Where you at? 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 Where you at?
I'm doing
Are
okay.
you?
I'm regenning.
Okay.
Don't really know how or why, but we're good.
Maybe orbs on pickup? I don't know.
Must have been.
I did throw down a healing turret at some point.
All right, you're mine. Come here.
Get over here.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Ouch. He stomped me and I lived. That wouldn't happen in a regular GM.
No, for sure not. You're weak. Uh-oh. Oof, I was stuck in the shield animation a little bit, even though my super expired. There we go.
Easy peasy.
Dude, 22 minutes at 2-man. It's nice.
I got
Three
2
golf
Winter's
balls.
Guiles. I'm gonna lose it.